Hello everybody. Now, I would say that probably either one of these cards is better than the Beguiler, but it's a mythic, and it's very, very close to them. So I think I'm going to take it. Well, you know what? I'm going to find out exactly how much it is worth. Otherwise, you take the Fires of One Death. I don't even think it's worth anything, but if it's worth a ticket, I'm going to take it. Even one ticket. No, it's not. Okay, fine. That's basically my number. I think the Hollow Henge is better than the Markov Warlord, but I will try to be black here. Or red, rather, I'm sorry. This thing is fine. It's just fine, that's all I'll say. Some good picks here. Fling is always solid. Bears I love a lot. Stormbound Geist is quite good. Forge Devil is good too. But this thing's got lots of potential, of course. Now I passed enough black, so it's kind of sketchy to take this, but I'd say it's the best card. I wouldn't mind having black in the deck to make best use of the Fires of One Death. Now, I have no idea why this card goes extremely late. It's, in fact, playable, believe it or not. There's some other picks. You could pick the Black Cat, or even the Wolves here, or the Shriekgeist, or whatever, but Faithful Looting's alright, in fact. I don't mind this, though. This guy's perfect filler. It's a little clunky. You don't want to have too many of them. You know, it's a little slow or whatever, but it's quite good, I would say. Or just good. You know, it works. You don't have to feel guilty about playing them. Wow. The Elder is by far the best pick. But I really want this card. That's a signal if I ever saw one. I passed a lot of green. I would assume the guy to the left of me or right of me, whatever, is taking that. The elk and that. The bear. Some good stuff. As I always say, though, you want to basically cement yourself into one color at least. You don't want to have a pack that's kind of, or a first pack that ends up, you know, being 3 colors, a pile of even stuff. It's actually, it's funny, I always say at the same time, though, of course, you want to be open, but I like to just keep my second color open more and try to have more of one color specifically, at least. That's what I'm trying to say. This thing's fine. It's quite good, in fact. Once again, kind of slow, but perfect if you don't have many big drops, whatever, it definitely makes it. Chosen of Markov is alright, but Fling just goes remarkably late, and it kills things, it kills people. Scab is quite good. I like this too, though. This is remarkably sideboard material. You just want to have those in your sideboard. like it seems like the worst card, but I found myself putting them in like, well, against any human deck basically. Most of the humans are small, or it finishes them off, kills the stalkers. Not many things that do that. Well, spider spawning's good. Wolf's good. The dagger's fine. The boar is good. Creepy doll is really good. I like the Banshee a lot, though. As much as I had been passing that black, I'd love to play that card. Kills a creepy doll, for example. That was really close, though. Creepy doll would have been maybe the you know, solid pick or whatever, the one that makes your deck automatically. But I can go out on a limb here for a bit, at least. Kind of delve into 2 other colors or so. Okay, speaking of that, I would say the ghoul is better than this cultist, but kind of now hedging my bets and just assuring that I get at least 1 solid color going at least. These guys are good, I think. It may seem like they die to a lot of stuff, but if you get that going, especially with a little bit of removal, of course, whatever, just waste your removal early, especially with this kind of thing, to kill the blocker, and then your guys that pump when they deal damage get out of control pretty quickly. Best card is this for sure, I would say. Excuse me. Some other decent stuff. Excuse me. I like the Drake a lot. This guy's fine, but I think I have to take that. Like I said, it is the best card. It's early enough that I could even be white. It's good to be aware of too when you're thinking about the second color. Once you learn which color combinations work well together or that are better for each other. You can, if 2 cards are relatively equal, of course, you just pick the one that works better overall, I suppose. Has more potential later. Now the Hauberk's quite good, but it's a little bit iffy sometimes. It's somewhat situational in that if you have a deck that goes with it, then it's clearly a lot better, whatever. If it works well with your deck, then it's a lot better of a card. One of those cards that is not necessarily amazing, but just definitely dependent upon your deck. Now, Divine Reckoning is really good. Here I'm trying to basically commit to a second color or pick something else. I like that card a lot too. Oh, sorry, this is quite good anyways. It's filler. It works. Here, hate drafting green basically. Kind of sad I'm not blue in a way. This is the best card. I've never played this, but maybe someday. Now these curses are better than they go late. I could have even got that black one, the one that searches other curses. At this point, try that kind of archetype. Well, I suppose it's not an archetype, but it's a. Well, maybe it is. It's out. Not very popular way to go about it, but it's good to think about outside the box. Blasphemous act, for sure. It's on color and whatnot, kills everything. Mass removal, it's great. Into the Maw is quite good too, by the way. Got a pick on color. I'm still not even sure of my second color. Need to commit very soon. But often my drafts go like this, where I do like to spread it out early to kind of keep open the colors, as I was saying. But often I'll just heavily commit to one color, and then even by third pack, not necessarily know which the other color is. I'd say Lumber Knot is the best pick here for sure, by the way. If it was pick one or something, I don't know. Which it wouldn't be, but if it was, card for card, Lumber Knot is better. You can build the deck around that almost. It's like last night I lost round 2 of M13 to a, just reminds me, hexproof 3/3 with Mark of Mutiny on it. Hexproof is good. Now this card is good, speaking of good. It's a little less obviously good, perhaps. You get it quite late, but it's a win condition. I'm torn between that and the Interloper, which is really good too. The Hound is fine. This is great. There's some good stuff, but somewhat torn. I do like it though a lot, to be honest. Oh, this is great. Just really, but I've just committed to mono red. I need to fill out my deck. Mono-color decks may seem less powerful, but I mean the consistency you're going to get often pays off. Not many creatures, clearly. That's alright, we can make do. I want to fit this in here somewhere. I have so few creatures, I want to make them good. This card's great, but it can get a little bit clunky. End up having a few in your hand and no cards in your graveyard, and you feel like an idiot. I don't love this thing, but it's fine. It's a lot better than the 2-1 for 2 that flips like this. Do I take 4 to give 2? That's lucky. I suppose that was my best rip. Hmm. It only pays off for 1 turn if I do this, but I suppose it allows me to use my mana next turn for what I don't know. works. I suppose this guy gets blocked all day. I'd have to try to just dome them as opposed to killing these things. Because this is not going to die. Honestly, don't know if I should try to kill these things. It will get out of hand if he has anything else, basically, so it's a good reason to kill this, at least, perhaps. But at the same point, I want my best hope at not only surviving, but winning. And that might include a blasphemous act off the top. Okay. so risky. I'm sure it's the wrong move, but it's that old do as I say, not as I do thing, right? uh, I'm a better builder than I am player. Pretty sure I gotta do this though. It just means if I rip a land, I can maybe buy a whole nother turn to attempt more of this. Uh-oh. I suppose I should have just maybe tried to stick to plan A. If I attack, I could luck out. But if he does block it, then I'm in trouble. I suppose he can't block any of those things anyways, so I might as well go for the win. Played so terribly by me, this whole thing. But it doesn't matter, I'm posting the first draft of every day, just for this reason. Show the world how terrible I am and how this game exists with most of us normal folk, non-genius type. Okay, I guess I have to try to kill him now. Terribly of me, I should have just... whatever. Anyways, it's done. Go for Blasphemous Act. My only hope. Oh, did it hit something? Awesome. Right. Oh well.